Tracy. Welcome back to my channel. This is week 2 of November 2018 Mini Kit Monday, and I am using a sketch as inspiration. It is by Screp Kopilka at blogspot.com. I'm not sure if the blog is still active. I had it on my Pinterest, or I found it on Pinterest, and I know it is in my Pinterest account. So if anyone is interested, you can follow me on Pinterest because I do look up sketches frequently. Um, Lately, it's been a couple times a week that I've been adding some more sketches to my collection there on Pinterest. So anyway, so as you see, shockingly, I was surprised myself that I found 2 washies to go with this. And I love that little 1/4 inch width of the washi. It is my favorite. The 1/2 inch is the typical size. It's okay, but I tell you what, I love this thinner width for sure. Now, what I've done ahead of time is I went ahead and cut some of these hearts out. They're from a die set that I had from Lawn Fawn. And I cut, those are both from the same paper. It is the pink on one side and the floral on the other side. And even though I have them kind of alternating how I was going to put them on there, that's not how they end up looking. So I knew that above the photos was a little plain. I needed to have a little something up there. So I got out my Vicki Boutin stencils. And these are the Vicki Boutin art crayons, and I love them. You can blend so many colors. So now I'm blending 2 colors together to see if I like that, and it was a little too hot pinkish. It didn't have the right tone that I needed for this gold. And I know that one of the girls, she had a hot pink top on. I'm trying to blend those 2 together so that it goes together, because these photos were taken recently. And I didn't want to do another black and white photo. I really wanted to do as many colors. So what I've done here is, to clean my brush, I used a baby wipe, and it really softened the color. So all I've done is put a little bit of that color onto the page, and that way I'm not wasting it either. And by cleaning it, I can go on over to get a yellow, and it does turn out pretty yellow. Yeah, it cleaned up pretty well. I really, really like these. These stencils are from her newest collection, which is Field Notes. I don't think that's the name of the stencils. Now I keep all the stencils together, and I use binder clips to keep them together. I know that she's got a binder that you can keep the stencils and a lot of her other products in one binder, but to me it's a little expensive considering what you get, and it's like, that's just not my style. I'm not going to do it that way. Since I do have the green in that washi, I want to go ahead and add a little bit of green to this layout. And yeah, if you see that white cup, that is my water cup. It's it's stained. It's an old IKEA cup, and yeah, I should try to hide it whenever I'm doing my scrapbooking, because we have a lot of minerals in our water, and if I leave the water in there long enough, anyway, it just looks a mess. But the water does come out clean, and so not to worry. Okay, got that out of the way. So the hearts, let's go back to the hearts that I got, that I cut them out of the Lawn Fawn die using, my Big Shot. And I just had I had 3 sizes. So if I had thought it through, I probably would have just done them all, one size across, because on the sketch, it did have hearts that went across the middle. And I love that element of it. But I was trying to be fancy, I guess, and trying to get different sizes for, eye appeal, but now I wish that they were all the same size. But I think in the grand scheme of things, you're not really gonna tell anyway, because the big focus isn't on these hearts as it is. It's gonna be on the photo of the girls, and I know that for sure. Now that little First We Laugh, that is an acrylic overlay. I got that, oh my goodness, several years ago. So, I may have told you or may not have told you that I have taken it was about an 8-year, maybe 7-year break from scrapbooking, and while I was gone, that's when Washi came into you know, into scrapbooking and Pocket Pages and all of that Project Life, all of that happened while I was gone. So I thought, so I went to Michael's and I thought, "What is this?" So I ended up buying a little packet. Come to find out, I am not a Project Life person. I don't like Pocket Pages. I've tried it. I just don't like it. So anyway, this First We Laugh was in one of the little packages or one of the little kits that I bought. And what I did is I cut it the same size as the photo. And you can't tell on this, and you can't really tell when you look at it in real life, but it has the rounded corners, and I think those are the Project Life. I think all of theirs have the rounded corners. And I got to use those black foam letters or those words. So the hashtag whatever, First We Laugh. I can just see them saying that, especially to their mom. Oh my goodness, she's going to have her hands full when they get to be teenagers. That is for sure. All right, so I have some basic things down, but now I'm going to go through all of my little embellishments that I have. No butterflies were used on this one, even though that was one of the big focuses of this kit that I put together. It does have a lot of butterflies. And that big XOXO, I have, um, I think I used one last week as well. But anyway, that does stay there. And let me think if there's anything else. That little arrow clip that stays there. I really like that. So I wanted to have the arrows on both sides. So that's where the little multicolor arrows that are above the washi tape on the right-hand side. Now inside here in this little bitty bowl is there's some sequins and some even teeny tinier little hearts. Now I want to say I got that die. It had tiny, tiny little hearts and tiny little stars, and it's all on one die. And I want to say those are from Simon Says Stamps. I'm not for sure, but they are so teeny tiny. And in my close-ups, you'll be able to see them on my page. And the ones that are on there aren't even the smallest ones. There are some that are even smaller than that, if you can believe it. All right, so here we are at the end. Thanks for joining me today. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.